Right, we're just baling some straw. They cut this last night, and I've just come to bale the headlands off it. It's really actually quite a disappointing crop of straw, this, from what I was sort of hoping for. But I was looking for, we're having quite a few fields, but anything that looked like it had a small crop in, I thought I might try and get some small bales out of. I was hoping it wouldn't be when Dan was away over this weekend, but straight away this first field that they've cut seems like quite a poor crop of straw, really. So either that or it's just smashed up, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to try and bale the headlands out of it, and then maybe have a go with a little baler in the middle. They have for some reason moved off this field and gone on to the next one, so whether the grain isn't, the sample isn't good or what, I don't know. I haven't spoken to them. But anyway, I'm just messing with my small round baler, just trying to get the bales how I want them, because last time we used this baler the bales were kept coming out really big when we were doing hay. So I've upped the net, and I've also increase the amount of time it takes from when it beeps to when it starts netting, just to give the baler a chance to really pack it in and condense the bale. So anyway, I've been increasing the time, the delay period, and I've also been increasing the net. Each bale, I think this is the 4th bale I've done, but they still to me don't seem like they've got enough net on. What's annoying is the screen's a bit damaged, so I can't actually see the number that it says on the screen. I just have to keep pressing it up and hope for the best, but it looks to me like we're only still putting just three layers, which in theory should be enough, but I don't know whether I rate this net wrap. Anyway, and also I'm measuring how high the bales are. They all seem to be coming out exactly the same, 54 inches, which to me is just a bit too big. I was hoping we'd be able to get them down in size the more we tweaked it, but 54 inches, 48 inches is 4 foot, which is what we want to be aiming for, but we're getting 6 inches bigger than that, which means they don't really fit on the trailers. And obviously they're going to take up more room in the shed, so I wanted to just try and, if it was an issue with the net or with the baler itself, just, you know, with the not condensing the puffy stuff, I wanted to try and sort that out, but it doesn't look like what I've done so far has made any difference at all. But we'll keep trying. Right, well, we did 37 bales. I've just cleared the headland and I did a few of the bigger looking swaths. Can't seem to be able to get the bales any smaller. They seem to all come out at 54 inches, and that's with like 3.5 rounds of net. So don't know. Don't think there's anything we can do about that. I think I'm going to attempt to do some conventional bales. So we'll see. Got the baler on ready. Dan's increased it up. So we just need to oil the chains and then sledge on and go and have a go. The swaths might be a bit too big. I think there's more of a crop there than I thought. I baled just over a third maybe of 10 acre, well, 9.5 acre field, 9 acre field, and I got 37 bales, so that's not a bad crop, is it? I thought it was a very poor crop, but I think there's more in the swath than the looks. It's just very smashed up, it's very brittle. Right, we've just done 140 bales, broke the baler, and we've just loaded them all up. Just chucked them on with a grab, and hopefully we'll just unload them with a grab, and it won't be too much handballing. So we've got all the little bales unloaded, just put the loader on the tractor, and I'm going to go and collect a load of round bales in and take them over to yard 2 while we do the yard 2 job, well, while Tash does the yard 2 jobs. Right, it's Sunday. We broke this baler yesterday. It's got 2 wooden paddles in here, on these arms, fingers. The reason they're wood is because they go right into the chamber, so if your timing ever goes out, they obviously will get snapped off without damaging your chamber. They've broken before, so these ones are ones that I made, or Mark made, I can't remember, when we broke them baling hay once. The issue is, I can't find all the pieces. They might be inside the chamber, to be able to put them together to know what shape thing to make to replace it. But anyway, perhaps Dan, if Dan's back tomorrow, he can have a look at that. I'm going to go and crack on and try and get some more round bales done. We did 140 bales yesterday and we got them all in stacked, and then I fetched one load to the other farm. So there's probably a load there sat there, but I'm going to put the round baler on the case and try that, because we found that it was better last year baling with that, because it's just got a bit more torque, a bit more of a torquey engine. Trying to pack as much as you can of straw into round bales, like with this tractor, all it takes is a little lump or something just as you get near to your full pressure, and it just stalls the tractor. So you end up having to make much lighter bales, where I think with the case you can maybe just make them a bit more consistently hard and full of straw. And also we can just leave the loader on that tractor for collecting bales in later on maybe. So the only downside is it will use a lot more fuel because it doesn't have an economy 540 gear, so you have to basically have it revving flat out. And it's a slightly bigger engine, although it's no more power in theory. But yeah, it'll make better bales, I think. Bit of a disaster, the chain's broken. Obviously can't run this baler anywhere near full pressure because it's just destroying it. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to go home and see if I can take a link out of this chain. Got to kind of make a decision now. Do I fix this baler or do I just use the other one? I might have to rob parts off the other one to fix this one. But oh, what a nightmare this is being. It just does not like baling this straw. It's just really chaffy. It's just smashed up. It goes really dense. I don't know. Can't describe it. It's just, the baler just doesn't like it at all. So yeah, I'm just going to have to make much lighter bales, not try and make heavy bales if I can get it back together. So yeah, back to the yard. Right, well, we're off again. Got the chain back on. We took the broken link out and managed to get the chain joined back up because it was pretty much on its full adjustment anyway. So with a bit of jiggery pokery, I just couldn't quite figure out where the chain was supposed to go at first. I had way too much slack. So I got the manual up and we figured it out. And I found that sensor. There's a sensor that keeps telling me that the floor is dropped down. I've cleaned that off and that seems to, the error's gone away now, so we'll go and try again. We've only done 5 bales today, we've just had some lunch, so hopefully we'll get some done. We're just going to not try and do them on full pressure and see how we go. Right, Dan's doing a bit of small baling. There'll only be, I didn't leave that many runs for him to do because I didn't think we'd have time to fix the baler, but he came back earlier than I thought, so he's doing 100 or so small bales. I'm going to go and start in the next field that they've cut for ours. This is the field we cut yesterday. There was 207 bales yesterday. 207 bales on here. So decent crop, about 8 bales to the acre. And then the next field that I'm going to, they've only cut the headlands for some reason, I don't know why. And then they've taken the combine away somewhere else, so I haven't spoken to them to find out what's going on, but it is forecast rain tomorrow, so I'm not too bothered really. I'm going to go and bale the headlands that they've cut. And then hopefully we'll go and collect in those bales that Dan's baled, little bales. Maybe get some of these round bales in. And then that'll be today done, I would have thought. We had messed around with the bearing on the pickup because it was getting hot yesterday. We managed to get a bit of grease into it, span it up, and it seemed to be running, and then next minute it was slipping again. The whole bearing was spinning as opposed to just the centre of it. But anyway, Dan's managed to pack it out with a bit of aluminium and it says it's spinning again now. So we've ordered a new bearing, we just need it to be working for today. What we've got and then see how much rain we get tonight. Right, we got one shed full. Dan's been carting them in and I've been unloading them. And we filled this top shed as well. It's just a shame you can't get them 4 high. It's not quite, it's about 2 inches too low, the shed, which is a bit annoying. But now we're off to the other farm. I'm going to go to the other yard in the JCB and start unloading, and Dan's going to carry on fetching trailers. We just had quite a sharp shower of rain. It's just soaked everything. It only lasted a couple of minutes. up in there. This is the field we're having. This is the last field we've got to bale. So hopefully they'll do it tomorrow. But it looks quite a good crop, to be fair. I don't know whether we'll be able to small bale it. I think the swath will be too big for the baler, but we'll see. And I think there's some big ruts in that field as well, which we're going to have to try and avoid. But yeah, it's going well. We've shifted some bales today. That must have cleared. It must have cleared 200 round bales or more. There will be more by the time we finish. This is the field of Westerwolds. We took 2 cuts off it. The second one was hay. So we were hoping it will thicken up and reseed itself, but it's going to need some moisture. I don't think it's rained hardly. It's hardly had any rain on it since we took the hay off, so it's just burnt off, especially on the tops of the hills. But yeah, it's getting late on now. Even if we get, the forecast doesn't look like we're going to get much rain, and even if we do, it's going to want 6 weeks to grow into a crop. So yeah, it's getting on in the year. But anyway, Dan's going to cart the bales through here from that field next door. There's just shy of 100 bales on there. That was really nice straw, that. So I'll open the gate for him. Plenty of room in here. Actually bigger than the last roll. I think it's 4,500 meters, whereas the one I had before was 3,600, which I think I got nearly 300 bales out of it, and that's putting on over 3.5 rolls of wrap of net. So it did way more bales than I thought it would. So this one's even bigger again, so God knows how long it's going to last. I don't really want to use it for silage. I've only got another, at most, 100 bales to do of straw. And then I'll probably want to take that roll off again because it's an edge to edge, so it's slightly wider. Which I don't really want to use it for silage. One, because it's a waste of money. It's a bit more of an expensive net. And there's no point using it on silage because all you need is a cheap and cheerful. And two, when you stand the silage bale, wet silage bale on its end, you want to be able to get your net off. Well, I want to be able to get the net off when I'm feeding them. And I think the edge-to-edge stuff is more likely to get stuck underneath the bale. So I don't want to be using it for silage really. So I'll probably have to take it off again and put a different roll on for when we next do silage bales, if that makes any sense. But anyway, very impressed with the edge-to-edge talon net compared to the other stuff I've been using. At some point I need to do an actual net review because I can't remember the names of the other makes that I've been using, but this stuff so far for straw, definitely I'll definitely be using that again. But I do think it probably is a little bit more expensive. I've forgotten to clean my windows. Still can't really see out of any of them, but tractor's very noisy, you might not be able to hear this. I was umming and ahhing whether to leave the straw till tomorrow to give the green bits a chance to die off, but there's a small chance of a shower this afternoon, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to get it all baled. Right, it's the 10th I think today. Oh, it's the 11th of August, and yesterday we finished straw, finally. It's been going, it feels like it's been going on for weeks, but we've been very fortunate with the weather. There's been no stress at all with the straw, to be honest. It's been a doddle really, we've just been pecking away at it. This trailer's been great. It's great. It's been great having two trailers the same size. Dan's just been carting them in. And we've just been stashing them away everywhere we can. There's quite a lot over at yard 2 in that shed, and we've got rucks of them outside. We've got a couple of different stacks, just single stacks outside in lines, which we'll use first. So yeah, hopefully we should be all right this winter. We've got like nearly 3 times, well, not 3 times, we've got double the amount to what we had last year, so hopefully we won't run out. And it's all nice stuff. So that was the last load that I brought in last night. There was 6 left on a field. So yeah, we're all done. Managed to scrape out all the cattle yesterday. Got a trailer load of muck I've got to try and tip somewhere. I'm going to try and do the warehouse today, but I've just got to catch up on some egg jobs. But yeah, we've got straw in the cattle, which is nice to see. They weren't wet, but it's just nice to see them lying on straw. Unfortunately, they just eat most of it because they're on some rough old silage at the moment, but that's nearly come to an end as well, so happy days. Weather's not letting up. We've got no rain in the forecast at all. It's actually getting warmer, back up to like 30 degrees. It's been cooling down the last week. But it's getting warmer again, and there's no sign of rain, so it's starting to worry me a bit that if we don't get any more silage at all, we will be a bit tight on silage. But we've got plenty of hay to use. But the hay seems to be selling really well, so I've got no worries about the hay market really. A lot of people having to use hay now already because there's just no grass. So. Hay's just trickling out, we haven't advertised it at all. So yeah, and the calf job slowed down. We've got a couple of calves to pick up maybe later on today. But the calving where I've been getting my calves is slowing down a bit, so yeah, all the pressure's off a bit. We can actually get caught up some mucking out, get some muck tipped. We've got plenty of fields to tip them on now. We can muck out yard 2. Put some fresh straw in there, and yeah, I'm just holding on to cattle. The cattle prices are not well. I've got some Frisian-y types, smaller frame types that just want a lot more time to grow, and those are the ones that are sort of next in line to sell. But those are trading the worst because nobody's got any grass to turn them out onto. So I'm trying to hold on to them for as long as I can really, to because at the moment I've got plenty of silage, and it seems pointless selling stuff for way less than what it's worth just for the sake of a couple of weeks. So I'm holding on to cattle, but we are going to end up with being a bit overstocked. But that's the current problem. But it's nice to be in a position where you haven't got to sell them. Now we've got the egg job back in business, we can just hold on to them and try and ride the wave of the market a little bit. But yeah, and we got some more pigs. I don't know whether I've shown these on camera, but me and Tash went to the market the other day, and we've got are they large blacks? They were only £5 each. Ridiculous. Pig prices absolutely ridiculous. I almost felt bad paying that for them. These pie train, well, I'm guessing they're pie train cross with some sort of Gloucester old spot. Really nice shapely things. not very intelligent. Took them quite a while to figure out the drinker, but they were 25 quid, which is still cheap. But yeah, the pig trade is just horrendous. It's really sad to see, actually, all these people turn up with their pigs to the once a month sale, and there's just no buyers. Nobody bids on them, and it's really sad. Why no one buys weaners to fatten these days? I don't know. They suppose they do eat a lot of food, but it's just nice to have your own supply of pork. These ones in the back are getting near ready to go. They're not very thick shaped animals. They look like a bit of a rare breed cross, but yeah, another couple of weeks and I can't decide whether to take all three of them or just take one or two, because if I take all three of them, it's quite a lot of pork all in one go. You need quite a lot of freezer space. Right, I'm going to feed some cows. Just looking at the eclipse. It's happening. Don't know whether the camera picks it up through the welding mask, but it's half covered. It's gone completely behind the cloud just as it's about to eclipse, so you can't really see anything. Yeah, it's not a lot left showing now. Oh, we've had a mad muck out at yard 2. We've cleaned all 3 pens out, and we've got one more load left after this. We had a pile of muck here as well to tip. I think we're on about 7 or 8 loads we've took out of these pens. But yeah, it's about 8:30 at night now, so we're about ready to go home and have tea. We're going on a road trip to pick up a recent purchase.
How far is it?
2.5, I think it's less. It's only 2 hours and 20 minutes. We won't be able to talk once we're on the motorway because it'll be too noisy.
Yeah.
We don't have any microphones.
So, see you when we get there.
We're going to a rough old farm in East Yorkshire. If you know, you know. If you don't know. Anyway, we've made it to East Yorkshire. Now we've just got to find the rough old farm. People over there robbing straw with their horse box. There's obviously a burst bale. It's got a little Hereford badge on it. Right, it's Sunday the 16th of August. So at the middle of the month. This is what we've been and picked up yesterday. You might have seen it on Dove Farms' channel. I'm just slowly trying to collect the equipment that's needed to be able to grow some barley, in theory. And when I saw this, I thought it looked quite a smart bit of kit for the money. So also I could really do with a power harrow anyway, because the one I had in the shed we scrapped because it went bang the moment we tried to use it. So if we ever did do any reseeding, it really could do with a power harrow. So we are thinking of doing some reseeding at this back end maybe, but we don't. The problem is we still don't really have a decent working plough. We've got that Ransom's plough down there, but it doesn't make a very good job at all. It's all bent and broken and knackered, and like you can. It's better than not having a plough, but it's not exactly a nice job, especially for like growing corn. You'd want it to be a bit tidier maybe, but anyway, we could potentially just lift the drill off this. It looks as though the drill's all intact. There's nothing, I don't know a lot about drills, but there's nothing that looks as though it's missing other than a few little handles and things for calibration and stuff. So I don't think it'd take a lot of getting going. We'd have to try it and see if there's air coming out of all the spouts. This spout probably wants replacing because it's bent. It's probably not going to let any corn through. Other than that, I don't think it looks too bad. But anyway, I don't know, what we might do is just lift the drill off the power harrow and use the power harrow for reseeding a bit of grass. But we'll see. So the only other things I need now are I could do with a set of narrow wheels for the John Deere, little row crop wheels, because obviously my fertiliser spreader and sprayer are both 12 metres, so there'll be a lot of tram lines in a field if I do decide to grow some barley. So I think it would be essential to have some narrow wheels really, otherwise you'll end up with just driving over too much of the field. So I could do with them, and I could do with a decent plough. And then other than that, we just need somewhere to tip barley. Once we've sold that baler, we could potentially make a little bit of a space in the back of this shed to tip maybe 20 tonne of barley. Depends on how much I grow, and then we have got a roller and a mixer to be able to roll it. But yeah, it's all just to start off with. It probably seems like a lot of faff and not a lot of gain, other than just basically messing about and having a laugh. But long term, it would be nice to be able to do a bit, especially if we keep taking on more bits of land. At the moment, I'm thinking what we're short of really is silage. So next year I want to have a really good grass year and grow loads and the same amount of hay, I would have thought, and more silage if possible. So that's what I'm thinking with the reseed. If we can reseed a field and get some like productive grass into it that we can cut like 3 times or 4 times, we can really stock up with silage, and then 2028 might be able to plough up 10 acres maybe and try some barley. I don't know, might change my mind, but that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So anyway, we've got some hay to deliver today, so we'll have to figure out how to lift that off. He had like a 3-point JCB lifter to get it on, which I haven't got. So, but I think we'll be able to get the forks in between the drill and the power harrow and lift it off, but we'll figure that out now. Mark's changed the bearing on this. Finally got round to doing it. He basically had to smash the old one off. It was knackered, so we couldn't have got away with leaving it really. Some of the balls bearings were missing and all the race was knackered, so anyway, he's managed to change it, so this is all back ready to go again. I still want to do a couple of little bits, fixing some of that grey guard on the back is very rattly because it's missing a couple of the bolt down points, so it just needs a couple of studs welding on and a few nuts welding to the back of the bolt plate. So there's a few little tinkery jobs to do with it, but as it is, it's basically ready to go again. This one, we're just waiting for the spring. We've robbed a spring that goes on the latch for the back door. So apparently they're sending us the parts in the post, but it's been weeks and weeks, so we'll have to chase that. But as soon as they come, we can put the one we robbed back on there, and then that can go. It's for sale really. It's in its full working order. There's nothing actually wrong with it now. Once we put that spring back in, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it now. It's just missing a part. So yeah, and then that will make a bit of room in the shed if we can sell it.
Straps. Yeah, there's one solid bar that side, is there?
Yeah, but that's separate to the power harrow.
And then I suppose if you try and take the drill off, that's just going to topple off, is it? Or will it balance? You know, if you detach it as two parts. But then I suppose you've got to put it back together. We should have looked at how they had it strapped, really.
He had a 3-point lifting thing. You know what Crawford had? It's just bought. But it looked a bit like a homemade one. So he just hooked it there, and it just pressed against that.
Oh, got you. Okay.
But we can't really do that. man's just chain harrowed this field to try and break up some of these big lumps of digestate, which he reckons it has done a job, but there's still some quite big lumps. And I don't know whether the roller will smash these up, because they're like rock hard, they're like bricks. This is the crusty stuff that's been sat on the top of the pile all summer. But yeah, it does look like he's knocked it about a bit, but I don't know whether what we need to do now is roll it to get rid of these big lumps, or what, or do we wait for the rain? Do you think we wait for rain, or do you think we roll it?
Do you try rolling?
Yeah, the trouble is, will it shatter being bone dry? Whereas if it's wet, will it sort of smear? I don't know. I don't know.
I just think if you try and roll that, you're just going to push it into the ground. So maybe because the ground is really hard now, because when you're rolling before it's soft, it might actually just shatter.
Yeah, if you wanted to roll it into the ground, you need it to the ground. You need some rain, but then would it? I don't know. I was hoping to just smash it up into really small bits, so that when we do mow it, it just disappears. But in all honesty, I don't think we'll be mowing this again, because I think all of this will just end up in the grass. I think what it wants is ploughing, really. I think it wants ploughing and reseeding. It's definitely smashing it up. It's definitely doing a job, but it's still like a one pass with that roller isn't going to be enough to get it out of your silage. It's going to want rolling again once it's rained, I would have said. Yeah, it's just a lot of work. We thought we'd get some of this stuff spread while we've got, you know, time and the ground's dry, rather than trying to just bunch it all up into the autumn in a mad panic to try and get, you know, everything spread before it gets too wet. But yeah, if we're gonna have to spread it, harrow it once and roll it twice, it's quite a lot of work, really. So don't know, not sure whether it's worth it. The alternative is we just wait until after we finish mowing and then try and get everything spread, and then the winter will break everything down, and then we'll just roll it in the spring. Dan's already taken the drill off this afternoon. I'm not quite sure why he's took it off in the middle of the yard, but he's proven that it can be done. It's quite simple, really. It just drops off this A-frame. I think you just pull them two pins and it drops off. So yeah, the power harrow looks quite wide actually on that tractor now. It's going to be plenty wide enough going down the road. But yeah, I don't know what he's planning on doing with it, but he's been and rolled all the digestate in and smashed that up a bit. So right, to end the day, we're gonna go, well, me and Tash are gonna go and move some calves that are weaned over to yard 2, and that'll do for today, I think, and that'll be the end of the video.
This one, honestly.
Dopey.
Yeah, it just spends half its life lying down. Big car.
It is a big car. This one here we've had a bit of trouble with it. We thought we nearly lost it couple of days ago, didn't we?
Yeah.
It was laid flat out and it was on a really, really hot day. The machine hadn't been working overnight, and we found it in the morning and it looked really dehydrated. So we stomach tubed some water into it, and we jabbed it for, what did we give it? We gave it Draxin and
It's had some bad
Metacam.
Yeah.
And it kind of got up, didn't it? And it looked a lot better within a couple of hours. And then it was fine for a day. And then this morning, Tash found it lay flat out again. Was it this morning or was it yesterday?
I think there's something wrong with its digestive system, because when I came mid-morning, it hollowed out, but look how blown up it is again now.
Yeah.
Well, but I can't see if it's drunk any milk. So, because the machine's washing. It wasn't early, so.
It drunk at, no, it's not drunk. Drunk at 7 o'clock this morning. Anyway, we're going to take, how many are we taking out of here?
Well, there's plenty.
We're going to take the weaned ones out of here to free up a bit of space, because once they get weaned, they're just constantly stood here trying to get in these milk stalls, and it's stopping the younger ones from getting in, so we're going to take them out of the way. We wanted to wait until we got all the shed at yard 2 mucked out and with some fresh bedding before we took them, which we've done now, so we're going to take a few. We'll find out how many there are. There it is, he's got up now. Is he going to go for a drink? But he can't because it's full. So we get them in the trailer. Once they're in the trailer, we cut the tags out. The milk machine tags. It's easier to do it once they're in the trailer. Let's take them to yard 2. The video?
What, as in end of...
Well, it's the middle of the month, isn't it? In fact, it's gone past the middle of the month.
Just.
Because it's the 16th.
Just.
So let's hope that this video is more exciting than the last one. We'll find out in the editing room.
Feels more productive.
Any big predictions for the next video?
No, not really.
Any hopes and dreams?
What have we got left on the jobs list? Oh, chicken arrival.
Chickens come in.
Shed number 3 of chickens.
Rain.
Yes, potentially spreading. Muck spreading, more muck spreading.
Muck spreading, rain, grass growing. Probably isn't going to be any grass. Oh, I don't know actually.
No, it'd be a push to get silage.
Don't think there'll be any silage cutting in the next video. So it'll be, what will it be? Dan's going away.
Yes.
So it'll be a job just to keep up with the jobs, really.
Field maintenance.
Oh, we've got some hedge cutting to do. We'll have to dig the hedge cutter out.
We need to figure out winter storage.
What, for all the machinery?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to move all the machinery around. Put the baler away. If anyone's interested in a Welga 202, a Welga 202 special round baler, let us know. It's for sale.
It's been under the loving care and maintenance of
In full working order.
Dan.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.
Bye.
The sheep are all running over like they're hungry, but I think what they're after is creep feed rather than hay, and we've only brought them hay, so I think they're going to be disappointed.